guys, my name is Dimitri. Welcome back to our channel. I'm here with
Doreen.
Yeah, we're so glad to see you here in our channel. So today we discuss what?
We are going to talk about working in Vietnam, but before that we want to say thank you so much for supporting us. Subscribe, like, comment and share. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think of this video. So today we are going to talk about teaching in Vietnam, and there are many opportunities you can get here, but they have different categories. And the first one is
training center.
Yes, that's right. And the second one is working in public schools via language center. And the lastly is
international school.
Yes,
so we have these options, guys.
Yes, so all these options are here for us, and you just choose which one you can handle. But before we go further, where to work, we need to know which one is better, and we want to let you guys, if you get an offer to choose which one is better for you, we are going to give you lights on each of them. So let's start with the international schools. What do you think about international schools? And tell us.
Yeah, international schools maybe, I think, it's my opinion, it's maybe one of their the best place here for work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, because the salary there is so good. But usually the schools looking for the native speakers.
For sure.
This is what I think here.
Yes.
So what do you think?
They look for native speakers, and the other thing is when you get into international schools, the international school requires you a lot from the teacher, like they expect a lot.
Yeah.
You get more money and the work you have to do. So you have to do a lot of office work.
Yeah, so they ask you not about the experience you have, but education as well, and a lot of certificates that you can do this like a real English teacher.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
you are native, you are a good English teacher with good educations, with good background in your life. Yeah, it's a good experience.
yeah, that's true. And the other thing is they require you to communicate with the parents. Like you have to give reports to the parents how their child is progressing with their studies in English. So more salary and more work for you to do.
Yeah, more responsibilities, more
That's
requirements.
right.
Yeah.
So that is number one, and we have tried to talk about it. International school, that is all we're going to talk about it. So now we are going to talk about what to know about teaching in Vietnam. We are going to only focus on two, the training center and public school via language centers. So here we have one who works in the training center, and we have one who works in their public school via language center. So what do you have for us? Do you have anything to talk about public schools? No, training centers, sorry.
Training centers, yeah, okay, so how adjust your teaching style to different working environments? Yeah, so what about the environments in the public school?
The environment is totally different, because in the public school we have a number of students, more than 30 students in one class.
Yeah, it's too much. Yes.
And with a training center, how many kids do you always have in your class?
Usually in training centers you have from 15 to 17 students.
Wow, that is better. Guys, remember in public school there are quite a lot of students, about 30. So the next thing we are going to move on is about how you can adjust. Already he talks about it, but we are still on that point. Like when it comes to the time as well, in public schools where I work, it's always 30 minutes per class. Like you can do about 5 classes in the morning. 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes per class. How about
and how do you have some break time between
No,
lessons?
I don't. 30 minutes you just jump into the next class.
Okay.
So the time in the training center, how is it?
It's 19 minutes.
Wow.
1 hour and a half for one lesson, for one class, and usually I have only 10 minutes
For rest.
for rest
Okay.
between the lessons. That's it.
Wow.
So 90 minutes, 10 minutes for the break, and 90 minutes again, and again. So usually I have 2 or 3 lessons per day.
Okay, so the other thing is, for me, from 8 to 4 public school, like you just jump in the morning, you do 5 classes, then in the afternoon you do maybe 5 or 3 or 4, 30 minutes. So for you, what time do you start work and what time do you end your work?
So in the training centers, usually the parents want that their children study at the evening time. So I start my work at 5 o'clock, and I finish at 9. So from 5 to 9 in the week. And the weekends, you know it, right? My weekends is
Weekends
so
are so
difficult days.
horrible.
Yes, very horrible, very terrible days. Because we start at 8, then we have time for lunch, like from 12
Okay.
to 2 here, 2 o'clock, and then we start at 2 o'clock to 9. So almost all day work.
How many hours are those?
That's around 11, maybe.
Wow, weekends are so tough in the training center. So if you're in the middle of your decision, like you want to decide which one I should take, so here we are breaking everything down.
Yeah.
So the next part is what is the next part we have to talk about? Yeah, because public schools are quite simple, but on my side, actually I work in the public school, then in the training center. So on weekends, I don't go to public schools. The schools are off. Then I go to the center from 5 to 7. Woo! From like public school, weekly days from 8 to 4. Then from 5:30 to 7, having classes at the center. 90 minutes, that is 1 hour and a half.
Yeah,
So,
right.
which part are we going to? So, also on this part, we had forgotten about the games.
Yeah.
On my side, because for your classes to be awesome, for your classes to be on point, you have to do some games.
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
If you haven't watched the videos, we have videos of the games, like for you to get that idea what kind of games. Actually, there are games for public school as well as training center. So because I have many classes, many students in class, it means I have to plan well for the games to allow each student to have a chance to play a game. So it's kind of challenging when it comes to games. You have to make sure you have that game which all the students can play. Sometimes it gets out of hand, but I always make sure I keep my students on track. How about on your side?
Yeah, so in training centers, the company wants, especially in my company, they want that you teach them and play with them, with the children, not only in the activity games inside the class, but on TV as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Oh, because they have an application they
Of
use,
course.
so they also have those games on the application.
Yeah,
That
so we
is-
use the TV for the play with them. I play with them activity games with the flashcards, with the toys as well. So a lot of games.
Yeah, so for the training center, they do what they give you all the requirements you need for your classes to be awesome.
Yeah, correct. So they have the materials. So and every time you know what you have today, yeah, for example, or tomorrow. So
Oh,
you
that's
can,
awesome.
yeah,
That's
you can
awesome.
prepare some games, and be ready for this.
Oh, cool. So our next part is gonna be after that we have teaching in training center. I think we have already talked about that. Like, do you need to prepare like something like reports for the students? How about the test situation? Do your students have to do the test?
Yes,
Like, tell us more about
In
that.
training centers, yes, in my company, the requirements for the teachers, yes. You should and you must do this test every time. So we have a topic, you have a unit, we have a unit. So, and when we finish this unit, for example, we must do this test, and I need to check as a teacher this test and scores them, and then to comment them in the system, special in the system for company.
A lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work. Yeah, so yeah, you need to understand when you work in the training center. So it's like an administrative job, right? So what you need to do is this job here in your off day, before work. Every time you connect it with your job, with your company. So
I think public school is awesome because you don't need to.
Yeah,
Actually,
plus for public school.
Public school.
And the minus for training centers.
I see. I think for public school you just need to do our speaking test. I think once in a while, like maybe after 3 months, you do a speaking test. You prepare, you get cameras, parents to see, and then you just ask the students. Just simple. No need to test them like, cool, that is a lot of work, and then you have to comment.
Yes.
Actually, do that with a training center. We always have every month we have one speaking test, not the writing one, just speaking. So your side,
it's reading, writing, and speaking.
It's too much. So guys, you have to decide which one you need to go to.
Yeah, it depends on the company, yeah. But it is what it is. Can you tell me the pluses and minuses of work in the public school as a teacher?
Okay, that is a good one.
I can tell you mine.
That is a good one. Okay, for public schools, sometimes the classes go overhand because the students are very many in classes, like more than 30. So the discipline sometimes is off.
Go out.
You cannot control. You just need an assistant to help you out. Yeah, sometimes it gets off. But what I like it's more of something you can do like leisure, kind of. It's more of exercise, actually, gym, because you're there in the first class. 30 minutes off, you jump into the next one. Activity upon activity. So it's more that, like, if you don't work out, you work out in the class.
So yeah, if you work in the public school, you don't need to go in the gym. Yeah?
That's
it's enough. It's enough. This exercise, these games with kids.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah.
So the other thing is actually the facilities. Sometimes they are not so good.
Yeah.
Maybe the AC. Yeah, no ACs sometimes, and it's too hard. But they try their best. Yeah, that is what I can say. But the other thing, which I don't want to forget, is about the time. Like, you don't get any time to rest before you jump into another class. If you have 4 classes, it means 30. You just go. You don't maybe have 5 minutes to rest. It's kind of too much.
Okay, guys, if you want to be fully committed to the career of teaching English in Vietnam, a language center is where you belong. However, there are numerous English centers for the professional, the so-called ones, so make sure you do some good research of them before considering being a part of it. So
you need to go on Facebook. We have this opportunity that you can really know that this company is good or not. Right. So remember to check on Facebook, know the review. Are people giving a good review about the company or not?
Yeah.
So there are some lines you can know that this company is good when it comes to the salary.
Correct. Yes.
They are transparent. You have to ask even when you receive your contract. Yeah, you need to know which person to reach out when things are not okay with my salary, because it always happens, and you just the so-called, they scam you, the so-called companies.
Yeah, so when they send to you contract, you need to check all this information about working hours and office hours.
That's
and
very
if
important.
if they can give you 100 working hours per month, so it's should be like guaranteed.
So yeah, if they don't give you 100 hours, you also have to look into that, because if you have 100 hours, it means you're going to receive all your salary.
Yeah.
But if they are below, excuses will be excuses. So you have to put that in mind. And the other thing is good management system, both online and offline. I have already talked about that. So this is the last part. Do you have anything to say?
No, just check your contracts or all the information what they send to you. Check the companies.
Online.
And they choose the best place for you.
Yeah, that's right.
So check the map. Watch the videos about the place where you want to go. So what places you can visit there, and read the comments, see what people say about this place.
And also the thing we are forgetting is the TRC and the work permit.
Correct, yes. Very important question here, because if you want to be here as a teacher, work here as a teacher, you need TRC and the work permit as well. If the company can support with these documents for you, it's a bad company, guys.
Yeah, if they can't.
Yeah, of course, if they can't.
The company needs to support you. Maybe some companies are like half support, and others they have full support. They'll support you.
Yeah, so half support, they deducted some of your money from your salary.
Yeah. So guys, if you didn't watch our video about teaching in Vietnam, what you really need, the requirements, please, we're gonna leave it down in the description box below. So try to check it out if you're planning to go down.
Yeah, comments there, guys.
Yeah, comment and let us know. So we are almost done with our videos, and there is also this idea of if the company is like machinery set is not working, the printer, the scanner, ooh, that is a red flag.
Yeah, of course.
It's a red flag.
Yeah.
Yes, it shows that the management isn't.
So before they accept the job, you need to ask them. You need to ask the company a lot of questions. So
yes, a lot.
The medical check, the salary, the office hours, the assistants in your classes.
Yes.
Because very important, it's so big difference when you have assistants in your classes and when you don't have it.
That is very important. So keep it in mind. So as we end, I want you guys to remember this. Are you facing difficulties to those who are in Vietnam in finding and securing a teaching job in Vietnam? Are you having issues with the visa? Feeling overwhelmed and directionless upon your arrival in Vietnam for teaching assignment? Don't worry, we got you. VTJ English Training Placement in Vietnam has it all. So we're gonna leave it down below. You have to check that and then know if you have any issues, if you are searching for a job, if you want to work here, we are going to leave everything on. So guys,
so you can ask them in the comments and we give you the answer, right?
Yeah, sure. Try to let us know what you think of this video and comment. And if you have any question, if you have anything you want us to talk about here in Vietnam, feel free to ask us. So I think
give it a like, subscribe, put in the bell, the thing there.
Yeah, so just do that. So thank you so much for supporting us and keeping locked at Doreen
and Dimitri.
Yes, thank you, and we have to sign out.
Yes, stay on our channel, bye guys. See you.
Bye.